Hey everyone, this is Carla and welcome to an all new episode of Projectize, and this is part 3 of the Project Management Certification. Thus far, we covered the Project Management Institute certifications of CAPM, which is Certified Associate in Project Management, and the Project Management Professional Certification. So now I'm going to go to AXLOS. This is Prince 2 Practitioner. Prince 2 Foundation. So I'm going to do Prince 2 Foundation and then Prince 2 Practitioner. And the thing about this is Prince 2 is big in Europe and some parts of Asia. So if you're an American and you're thinking about doing international project management, then you should consider Prince 2 Foundation and Practitioner. Also, unlike the PMBOK Project Management Body of Knowledge, which the two previous certifications I mentioned are based on, Prince is actually a methodology. So PMBOK is not a methodology. It's a guide. That's why it says the PMBOK guide. It's not a specific methodology that you must follow in lockstep, whereas this is. And I mentioned AXLOS, and AXLOS is the administrator of the Prince 2 Practitioner as well as the foundation. So I'm going to give you also a little bit of background about Prince, and that there are right now 2 exams. The first one is Prince 2 2009. The newer version is Prince 2 2017. And as a certified project manager, I would recommend that you take the Prince 2 2017. And the reason why is because the Prince 2009 one would be retired and you don't want to seem dated. So for those who regularly watch Projectize, I'm IDLE 3 and 4, which is IT Infrastructure Library. It comes from AXLOS, which is the same certification provider that is doing Prince. I have right now. I would recommend you taking IDLE 4 or 3 because 3 will be retired next June 2020. As a professional, you don't want your certifications being the older one because you and your skill set would be looked dated based on the recruiters. So I'm going to do some background regarding the foundation exam. You don't need any prerequisite, just like the CAPM. So you don't need any previous project management experience. You also don't need um, as high as a score. So it's multiple choice questions, 60 questions per paper, 33 marks required. So your passage rate is 55%, which is lower than the, I believe, 62% of the CAPM. It's 1 hour and it's closed book for the foundation. And I believe that you can take it at either Pearson VUE, Prometric, one of those testing facilities, testing centers you can take it as. As I mentioned before, Prince is good for mostly Europe and for Asia. Having worked in DC, there are a lot of companies that will also take Prince. I'm here in my native hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, and right here it does not. PMP is still big because it is founded in the United States. But I wanted to give you some background of Prince 2 Foundation. I will come back the next episode and do part 4, which is Prince 2 Practitioner, which is the elevated one for the AXLOS project management. And these 2 ones are big in Europe and in Asia. Also, don't forget to sign up for our free project management newsletter, PM Project, at bit.ly/PM Project Mail. I would like to thank everyone for taking out the time to watch this episode of Projectize, part 3 of the Project Management Certification Series, Prince 2 Foundation. Thanks for the support. I greatly appreciate it. Hey everyone, this is Carla R. Jenkins, and welcome to part 4 of my Projectize Project Management Certification series. So thus far, I covered the Certified Associate of Project Management Part 1, Project Management Professional Part 2, Prince 2 Foundation for Part 3, and for Part 4, I'm going to cover Prince 2 Practitioner, which is the more senior, more advanced project management certification, which Axlos administers, just like the number 3 uh, Prince 2 Foundation. So, unlike the Prince 2 Foundation, this this has some prerequisites. So, Prince 2, which is huge in Europe and parts of Asia, if you want to do international project management, this is another certification that you should consider in addition or besides just project management professional. So, Axlo's prerequisite for the practitioner exam is you have to have done one of the following. You have to pass the Prince 2 Foundation or higher, uh, project management professional, certified associate in project management, IPMA Level A, Certified Projects Director, IPMA Level B, Certified Senior Project Manager, IPMA Level C, Certified Project Manager, and IPMA Level D, Certified Project Management Associate. And I'm reading from the 2017 Prince 2. There's also a Prince 2 2009, but as I mentioned in part 3, I would recommend the more current Prince 2 because if you do take the Prince 2 2009 in 2019, recruiters and others will see you as having a dated skill set. So, once again, I'm going to give myself as an example. I have the IDLE Foundation, and that's also through Axlos. And there's 3 and 4, and I have both. I received my IDLE 3 in 2017, and I received my IDLE 4 in 2019, the same year it came out. And my recommendation, even though IDLE 3 retires in June 2020, is to take the IDLE 4 because you don't want to be seen as dated when it comes to your skill set. So that's my recommendation for Prince 2, since both the 2009 and the 2017 are both out. There's also a guide that you can go on axlos.com and get. And see, I'm going to put it in there so you could watch it, so you can look at it. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Uh-oh, no live chat. Well, it's one on axlos.com. So the exam format is open book, and you can have only one copy of Managing a Successful Project with Prince 2017. And it's objective testing, 68 questions, 38 marks, meaning it's also 55%, which is lower than the project management professional. 2.5 hours, 150 minutes, no additional reading time. And there's no, and this one, unlike the foundation, expires after 3 years. And in order to maintain your qualification, you can either retake the exam or you can maintain your certification through CPD with points and a digital badge. And if you choose to do the recertification process, which is CPD route, you will need to purchase a subscription of My Prince 2, which costs £50, which is around $80 plus VAT, which is value added tax every year. So there's some upkeep synonymous with a project management professional. Granted, you don't have to purchase a membership through Project Management Institute to recertify your PMP, but it's similar. This is number 4, and I wanted to do Prince 2 because, as I mentioned earlier in this broadcast, if you want to do international projects in Europe and in Asia, this is the certification, the preferred certification, because Prince 2 is a methodology whereas PMBOK Project Management Body of Knowledge is a guide. It's not a methodology, so there's no lockstep. So this concludes this episode of Projectize Part 4 of the Project Management Certification Series for Prince 2 Practitioner. My name is Carl R. Jenkins. Also, please sign up for the free project management newsletter at bit.ly/PM Project Mail. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Hey, Jax! Hey, you caught me on the tail end again. I'm glad that you're here, though. I'm doing part 4 of my project management certification. So I've been talking about Prince, which is a framework, and this is the project management certification that you would be recommended if you were to live in Europe or in Asia. Like, I'm project management professional. Yes, that's global, but it's primarily in the States, the Americas, and parts of Africa, and some places in Australia. But Prince 2 is mostly in Europe and parts of Asia. So that's where this certification would be prominent at. And I wanted to do, yeah. Well, I still want to give you update and feedback about it because I just wanted, since you were live, I wanted to give you a little bit of feedback. So it's not a long episode. I did another one regarding 3, which was Prince 2 Foundation. So I'm just doing this entire series this week about project management so the people who watch, they can know more about the different types of certification besides just, project management professional. But I'm glad that you came on. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll be online tomorrow, but at 5:30. But thanks, Trax, for being live. I would like to thank everyone who's live also on